Dear friends, good day and a good week. We're beginning of a new week, another week, March 8th. We're in the last week of the month of Adar, full of mazal and joy. And this week is a week that we read a double portion and finish the book of Shmos, which is Chazak, where we strengthen ourselves. So at this time, when we just passed Purim, where we missed out the holiday the way we usually do it, and we had to find new ways to have that extra joy. And we're getting ready for Passover, which is just around the corner, where we will not have again, and hopefully it changes, we will not have the real Passover large holidays like we're used to with our extended families and friends and community, etc. And this is a moment when we're in between, and we have to inspire ourselves even stronger now. And I want to take a page off of the story that the Torah talks about now, which is building the sanctuary, the Mishkan. And this is one commandment in the Torah that takes 5 Torah portions, unusual, because many mitzvahs and commandments take a word, a letter, a verse. And the Mishkan is repeated 3 times. The first time when God commands Moshe what to tell the Jewish people. The second time when Moshe commands the Jewish people about making the Mishkan. And the third time is repeating what happened when the Jews actually went to build this great structure that God envisioned. And why would the Torah repeat it 3 times? And our rabbis tell us that in here is a tremendous message that we can all relate to. Very often we have incredible ideas. We think big, we dream big. There is, in the world of ideal, in the ideological world, things are great and beautiful and incredible. But then it has to move from an idea to a discussion, to giving it hands and feet, to describing it in a way that it starts becoming real. You know, when someone architects a house, you have it in your brain, but now you got to put it on paper, which is very exciting, takes it to the next level. It becomes much more real. It becomes much more of something that's going to be tangible, that we're going to be able to make happen. But even then, there's a third step, and that is execution. That's actually making it happen. When God commanded on the Mishkan, it was an idea that was so far off. How can we ever build a home that will house the energy and spirituality of God in a revealed way in this world? Impossible. The presence of God to be felt, how could that happen? But then when Moshe started to talk about it to the Jewish people and start to give it a structure that they can relate to, is like putting it pen on paper, it started to take on some kind of a reality for them. But then when they actually got to making it, that's when it became real. That's when all the issues came up. How actually do we make it happen? In what form? In what way? What are the challenges going to be? And that is the most important part, that they executed upon God's will and desire. So too, the world of action doesn't start in the world of action. We have to think big. We have to think out of the box. We have to imagine today the perfect world, like the Rebbe would always say. Live today. Imagine today Mashiach was here. How would you live? Live like that today. So think big. The world of ideas has to be explosive, has to be expansive, cannot be very finite and small. But then take that thinking and start giving it a structure of a possibility that it can happen. Start thinking about it in real terms, how to make it happen. But most importantly, make it happen. And when you make it happen, that's when it all comes together, and that's when you really feel the best. So while we're in this, we have to imagine every moment while we're sitting in this is that it's not like this. It's much greater, it's much better. There's a great world out there. There's a great God. There's a great purpose. There are great things happening underneath. And by me imagining it now, I will help bring myself to that realization and to reveal that within my life and with other people's lives. And this is what Viktor Frankl writes in his book when he was in Nazi Germany in the concentration camps, when all was lost and he had no will to live. Just close his eyes and he imagined himself in another place, giving a talk to thousands of people about everything he's known and he's re-identified in the concentration camps about the great human nature and spirit. And that's an idea that started to form in his mind, but that idea carried him until he actually did stand in front of those people many years later. So let's dream, but make that dream a reality. And let's not let our reality be disconnected to our dreams. Let it follow in that order: ideas, discussion, reality. And then the reality will happen for us now, not later, not tomorrow, but now. So God bless you all. We love you all.